Hello, nice of you to join us on Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Today we'll be taking a look at the southeastern region. But before we take a look at that, let's have a look at the top stories making the rounds at the moment. The 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, has described the foreign trips embarked upon by both President Bola Tinubu and his deputy, Kashim Shettima, as fiscal irresponsibility. The president had departed for the United Kingdom on October 2nd for a 2-week working leave. He then left the UK for France on Friday, October 11, according to a statement by his spokesperson. Also, Vice President Kashim Shettima left Abuja on Wednesday for Sweden on a 2-day visit to represent Nigeria in bilateral engagements. Reacting to the absence of both leaders in the country, Mr. Peter Obi, in a post on his X handle, says, while it is arguable that there is no vacancy in the presidency, it's concerning for a country with such myriads of domestic problems. The statement reads in part, the president had told us he would only be gone for 14 days. The 14 days have passed now, and we are waiting to see him in the country. Once one would have expected him to return earlier than expected, considering the volume of work that needs to be done in a troubled nation like ours. Mr. Obi also faulted the vice president's trip to Sweden, saying, since the president is reportedly in Paris, France, which is just about 833 nautical miles from Stockholm, Sweden, one wonders why he did not just attend the 2-day working visit to Sweden. He could simply have done it on his way back from France with his new powerful jet, which would have taken him a little over 2 hours. This would have saved time and the very scarce national resources we need critically at this time. According to Mr. Peter Obi, the action of the president and vice president does not represent the kind of fiscal responsibility that is expected of leaders whose people are facing severe hunger and poverty. Justice Mary Ann Anini of a high court in the Federal Capital Territory has granted the request of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to present 2 witnesses virtually in the trial of former governor of the Central Bank, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. In a ruling, Justice Anini granted EFCC's application in which it sought the court's permission to be allowed to field the witnesses who are currently abroad through video link. The EFCC is prosecuting Emefiele on a 6-count charge of unlawfully printing of new Naira notes, among others. At the day's proceedings, counsel to the EFCC told the court that the 2 witnesses the prosecution planned to call next were based in the United States of America. He informed the court that his team encountered difficulties in bringing the witnesses to Nigeria and sought to file a motion to have the oral evidence of the witnesses taken via Zoom or other video platforms. The defense counsel expressed no objection to the prosecution's application, but sought clarification on whether the witnesses would be the last to be called by the prosecution. After hearing the parties, Justice Mary Ann Anini granted the prosecution's request and adjourned the trial till November 14, 26, December 4, 2024, and January 21, 2025. Troops of the 6th Brigade Nigerian Army have apprehended 3 individuals suspected of collaborating with terrorist elements in Taraba State, acting on intelligence reports about the presence of bandits in the Kona Mountains, which span the Jalingo and Loa local government areas. The troops conducted operations in the general area, resulting in the arrest of the suspects. The 3 individuals identified are Ahijo Suleiman, Abdurrahman Isa, and Aisha Mohammed. During the interrogation process, Aisha Mohammed, who is married to Ahijo Suleiman, confesses that their residence is used for hiding weapons after operations. This revelation raises concerns about the extent of their involvement in terrorist activities. Abdurrahman is linked to a kidnapping attempt in the Iwari community of Ardo Kola local government area, where a victim identifies him during the interrogation. The investigations highlight the significant risk posed by these individuals and their potential connections to larger terrorist networks operating in the region. The operation took place on October 15, 2024 at Lande Jesse village in the Lao local government area. The Nigerian Army has taken the suspects into military custody for further investigation, emphasizing the need to gather more intelligence regarding their activities and connections. We start off in Ebonyi State, where the state government is highlighting its commitments to justice, education, and conflict resolution as it establishes an ultra-modern library and citizens mediation center. During the inauguration of these facilities at the Ministry of Justice in Abakaliki, the state capital, Governor Francis Winfrey, represented by his deputy Patricia Obila, describes the Mediation Center as a common man's court. Mrs. Obila emphasizes the significance of the center in ensuring accessible justice for the people of Ebonyi. She underscores the government's dedication to creating an environment where citizens can easily seek resolution for conflict, thereby reinforcing the state's commitments to enhancing educational and judicial resources.
Today, we are here, Citizen Mediation Center. For me, I call it a common man court, because it's a place where a common man comes and receives justice. May God continue to give you the wisdom to do the right thing here. Yes, a lot are happening outside. A lot of people die because of injustice. But I believe with the land of Ebonyi State and the salt here, God will always give you the divine wisdom to treat their cases. And whoever that comes here with tears will go back home smiling.
The State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Dr. Ben Odo, highlights that the initiative reflects the government's broader vision to transform the legal system in the state.
We have already our Citizens Mediation Center. Exclusively, the difference between, somebody will be saying, why are we multiplying this? We have Ebonyi State multi-dockers. We're now having Citizens Mediation Center. The difference is that when the citizens of the state go to resolve their matter in the Ebonyi State multi-dockers, they pay. But the matter will be resolved through mediation, arbitration, but they pay for that services. But the one we have here, the Citizens Mediation Center, is exclusively for the indigents who do not have money to pay lawyers. They come here, they resolve the matter free of charge. And since we opened that place, we are glad to announce to you that we've been able to dispose of 68 cases. We were able to resolve 68 cases at our Citizens Mediation Center.
Staying in Ebonyi State, the government has distributed medical consumables to general hospitals across the state to ensure accessibility and quality healthcare for its citizens. The distribution, which takes place at the Ministry of Health complex in Abakaliki, aims to equip healthcare facilities with essential supplies for better service delivery. Medical personnel are urged to make effective use of the distributed items, ensuring that the resources benefit patients and improve overall healthcare outcomes in the state. The initiative is part of the government's commitments to strengthening the healthcare system.
Here we have the blood.
We went into procurement of hospital equipment and consumables. When you take these things to your various general hospitals, they have to be properly received in your store. And when they are being issued out, they have to be properly issued out using a store issue voucher. Because from time to time, His Excellency is going to send people to go and monitor how these things are being used. The governor has sacrificed a lot to see that the health sector of the state is properly taken care of. And he still hopes to do more.
The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Moses Ekoma, describes the distribution of medical consumables as a significant milestone in addressing the health needs of the people.
I want to actually make it clear to all the medical superintendents of our general hospital that we should make judicious use of these consumables. And a committee should be formed in your general hospitals to manage this. Like the drug revolving committee can also take care of all the consumables. So we also appealing to Ebonyans, the general public, to make use of our general hospitals. His Excellency, the Governor, has made our general hospital safe by providing manpower, consumables, drugs, and also equipment.
Still talking healthcare delivery, the Enugu state government announces that the 31 Type 2 primary healthcare centers built under the health sector reform by Governor Peter Mba administration will be fully operational by December 2024. This initiative aims to enhance health services and reduce the burden of diseases on the community at the primary level. During a joint supervisory and health facility tour with the World Health Organization, Dr. Ifeanyi Ani Osheku, the Executive Secretary of the Enugu State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, highlights that these 31 centers are part of the first phase of a larger plan to construct and revive a total of 260 centers across the state's 260 wards.
The World Health Organization, WHO, and the Enugu state government conduct a joint supervisory tour of 31 Type 2 primary healthcare centers built by the Governor Peter Anambra administration. The tour, which covers health facilities from Ogbaku to Emene, aims to assess the progress of work done in preparation for the handover to various wards and communities by December 2024. Community members express excitement and hope for improved healthcare services.
I want to tell you that over 20 years we are struggling to have the health center in many wards. To my greatest surprise, people from Emene, they used to come to our health center for immunization. At the time we started citing ordinary health, we started begging people because during part 1 we struggled, we couldn't succeed. Part 2, this time, a month after ordination, we started fighting. But it is only this time we can say it is a reality.
The WHO representative and zonal director, Dr. Chukwuemeka Udoma, urges community members to take active roles in managing and securing the facilities both before and after their commissioning. Dr. Udoma also says WHO is committed in improving technical support to help the Enugu state government achieve universal health coverage and sustainable development goals.
We encourage the government to continue on this path, and WHO, as the guardian of public health, is committed to supporting the government of Enugu state as an enduring technical partner. We'll continue to provide that technical support, development assistance, and catalytic resource and funding to health services and healthcare development in Enugu State.
The Executive Secretary of the Enugu State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Ifeanyiwa Anyocheku, emphasizes that with equipment already in place, the centers will soon be handed over to the communities. She believes this move will reduce the disease burden.
At this time, the equipment that this particular facility and the other 31 require are already on ground. So we are just waiting for the handover process and we will swing in to action. We are at the end of October. So without mincing words, we are sure that before the end of the year, all 31 facilities will be up and functional.
The successful completion and handover of these primary healthcare centers, along with ongoing community involvement, investment in human resources, and support from partners like the WHO, will significantly enhance healthcare delivery in Enugu State.
You're watching Newsroom series on Channels Television. Still ahead, we'll bring you an update on what students and the administration of the Chukwuemeka Udoma University in Igbariam, Anambra State are doing to drive innovation. Stay with us. Welcome back. Chukwuemeka Udoma University Igbariam is driving innovation and creativity among students at both tertiary and post-primary levels under the theme Building Nigeria's Skills and Capabilities for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. At the 2024 FAPSCON conference, the wife of the Anambra State Governor, Mrs. Noye Soludo, further highlights that the present administration is prioritizing investment in basic science, engineering, research, and technology to develop innovators who will be valuable both in Nigeria and globally.
Chukwuemeka Udoma University, Igbariam, continues to address modern challenges through research, science, innovation, and indigenous technology. At the 6th Energy, Science, Technology, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship International Conference and Exhibition, FAPSCON 2024, organized by the Faculty of Physical Science, the focus is on preparing the university community for the fourth industrial revolution. The event kicks off with an exhibition by young scientists and future innovators showcasing their inventions in a contest for the Governor's Prize. The wife of the Governor, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, who serves as the special guest and keynote speaker, inspects the innovative projects displayed by secondary school students. Inside the ETF auditorium, participants engage in discussions on the knowledge economy and how to connect with global industry leaders to advance science and indigenous technology.
You said we must partner and think and embed the SDGs into everything we are doing. Madam Vice Chancellor, I want to report you as well to Anambra that challenge is yielding immense benefits. If you go through the 6 departments in Faculty of Physical Sciences, we no longer do researches that stay on the shelf. They are all SDG driven, SDG embedded, SDG focused, SDG centric. That is what we do in Faculty of Physical Sciences.
The acting vice-chancellor highlights the university's commitment to producing graduates who contribute to Nigeria's socio-economic development.
The government has actually done so much for. We have unleashed their potential, and it's that potential that we want to, as a base for which we climb to higher heights. What will come out from this? I want the faculty to actually have a kind of communique and what they want governments or individuals to do so that we can take what we are doing to the next level.
The event also features a panel session on fostering a more digitally inclusive future with top leaders in the digital revolution. Mrs. Soludo delivers the keynote address, focusing on the Soludo administration's efforts to boosting science and technology.
As a government, we are committed to laying strong foundation for a future where every person in Anambra State has the opportunity to thrive in an increasingly dynamic and technology-driven world. Under Dr. Soludo's leadership, we have initiated programs aimed at enhancing the skill of our youth, particularly in the field of technology and entrepreneurship.
The special advisor to the governor on innovation and business incubation emphasizes that innovation is gaining momentum in Anambra State.
For us, it's about the triple helix model. It's about the synergy between the industry, the academia, and the government, because that's what is needed for a holistic, sustainable development in the technology and innovation space.
The conference concludes with awards, including recognition of the First Lady as the pioneer special guest of the Faculty of Physical Sciences and prizes for outstanding science exhibitions.
We're being joined by the Dean Faculty of Science at the Chukwuemeka Udoma University, Professor Ngozi Chukwuemeka. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Yeah, this is actually not the commissioner. This is Dean Faculty of Physical Sciences, Professor Kingsley Nwozo.
Okay, thank you for joining us on the program, Professor Kingsley Nwozo. Thank you. So let's just get straight to it. Now, how is the Chukwuemeka Udoma University aligning its educational programs with the goal of building Nigeria's skills and capabilities for the fourth industrial revolution?
Thank you. As a university, we have this aspiration to be a university of industry, a university of innovation, a university of investment, and a university of impact, the 4 I's. So you find out that in everything we are doing, we align with the triple helix model of collaboration and partnerships of government, academia, and industry. And lately we have scaled up to the pentahelix, involving every ecosystem stakeholder and, of course, the media. Now, what do? We interface with these critical stakeholders to understand what they want, what they need, their expectation of the 21st century graduates, we embed all those survey or outcomes into the curriculum, like we have done in the latest CCMAS curriculum approved by NUC. So you see that our courses are no longer just theoretical. They are now industrial, addressing identified gaps in industry or government, that is within the employee ecosystem. So we take gaps from industry and inject into the curriculum to produce a holistic individual.
Okay, now in what ways is the university collaborating with the current political administration under Governor Soludo to focus on investing in basic science, engineering, research, and technology to produce globally competitive innovators?
Yeah, thank you. The things we do are specific. The Anambra development agenda, the solution agenda for Anambra State, these things form the bedrock of what we are incubating into tangible products of technology. So you find out that the university has a relationship with every ministry, with every agency of government, so that their programs will become the programs of the university. So the hand-holding, the collaboration, the day-to-day interfacing, and oftentimes you see them come to the university to work directly in the university to embed or productize these visions and programs. So it is a win-win situation, a relationship that all of us are building together as a state, as a community, and as stakeholders.
Okay. Now, what role does the FAPSCON conference play in advancing the university's vision for preparing students for the fourth industrial revolution?
FAPSCON as a conference is a practical demonstration of what is possible, what is achievable, the smart objectives of the things that lie ahead. For instance, we are not looking for finished products. We are not looking for advanced technology. We go to the grassroots to discover indigenous caricature technology, indigenous caricature science that we can now incubate and mature them through the processes to become finished products that we can call made in Oka, made in Anambra, made in Ebonyi, made in Onisha, made in Newi. And that is why we are working closely with agencies like the National Board for Technology Incubation, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, the Technology Incubation Centers, and even local industries in Anambra State, where we send students to showcase what they are doing. So if you look at conference, if you look at FAPSCON, there are components, the paper side of it and the exhibition. And these exhibitions are for caricature technology that we can identify potentials and take them to the next level. And every year you see that these things are domiciled out there, but without motivation, without encouragement, they wouldn't come forward. So those that were there on Wednesday saw what happened.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Kingsley Nwofo, Dean, Faculty of Physical Sciences at the Chukwuemeka Udoma University, for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
Thank you very much.
And that's where we draw the curtains on this edition of Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Stay safe.